Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the devil, okay? And I'm not one of those Christian channels that are like, oh my god, the devil's gonna. No. Like, no, 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 no. What I mean, like, I'm not really religious myself. So, what I mean by the devil is, um, there's this voice in your head sometimes that tells you things. And it's telling you things all the freaking time. Call it anxiety, call it whatever you want. We're going to call it the devil. It's all of these thoughts that come from your anxiety, that come from your fear, that come from your insecurity, all of those things. Like, for instance, like when you post something on social media and you're nervous about what people are going to say, or if you're nervous about whether people are going to think you look good in the picture or not, that's the devil talking to you. You know what I mean? Like, that's you thinking people are judging you when people actually don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? Or like if you're a content creator, you're like, oh my god, did I say something stupid? People are probably gonna judge me. People are probably gonna cringe at what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like I really firmly believe in what I'm saying, but I think it's cringy. Just because I'm saying it. If somebody else said it, it wouldn't be as cringy. But because I'm saying it, it's probably cringy. You know what I mean? It's these thoughts in your head, right? And and the devil can also take forms as like, just like ego. You know what I mean? Like for instance, I remember when I finished my degree, I discovered I really enjoyed doing research papers. You know what I mean? Like looking up information, going to, Google Scholar and reading a bunch of scholarly articles, whatever, and then like, quoting them, like referencing them on my project and like, making my own research paper or my own academic article. Like I found that really, really interesting and really, really fulfilling. And I was like, you know what? I should maybe like become some sort of like academic. You know what I mean? Like maybe I should, maybe I should get a PhD because like a PhD sounds really good and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like why shouldn't I? Like if I want to and I can, why shouldn't I pursue a PhD? But then I was like, bitch, you don't want to be an academic. You want to be an entertainer. Like what are you doing? Like a PhD is a lot of hard work. It's I mean, the PhDs in my university, they say it's minimum 1 year. But normally it takes more than 1 year. I mean, it depends on what you're researching. If it's really complicated, it's going to take years and years and years. So I was like, I don't even know what I'm going to research. I don't even know how exactly I have to do it because you have to really actually discover something or come up with something like new. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm not sure I have the commitment to do that. You know what I mean? Like I don't even have an idea of what I want to research or what I want to come up with or develop. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what I mean? And then I was like, wait, if really what I want to do in life is this, then why do I want a PhD? Like why would I want to waste my time doing that? You know what I mean? It would look really good if I have a PhD. Like a PhD looks really good whenever you hear that somebody has a PhD. It's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like it's that. So I was like, it's my ego that is talking. It's my ego that is talking. Like literally, I am just now finishing school. You know what I mean? Like I this is my last school year ever. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't want to go to school ever again. Do you know what I mean? Because school is I'm not saying there's anything wrong with learning, with education or anything. Like I think you should learn. I think you should be educated. I think you should have studies. Like I believe that knowledge is power, but the thing is like if I'm going to be spending my days studying or procrastinating to study, worried about an exam, not having a social life because I'm constantly stressed about, doing subjects and failing subjects and whatever, like that, what the fuck kind of life is that? No. I don't want to do that my whole life. I want to, as much as I can, have a job that I think is really, really fun and really, really fulfilling and inspiring to others. So where was I going with that? Yeah, I don't want to go back to school once I finish. You know what I mean? I'm never, I'm not saying I'm discarding a PhD. I never discard anything, and a PhD, I'm not discarding it. But the thing is, like, that is the devil that is talking. You know what I mean? I'm just finishing school. I'm just going to be free. I'm going to have more time to actually pursue my goals in life. And my brain is telling me you should do a PhD. You know what I mean? You should wait a little bit longer or try to juggle it, which I suck at, with a PhD. That is the devil that is talking to you. You know what I mean? There was this, the Oscars when Will Smith slapped, what was it? What is his name? Fuck, what? Literally, just when I'm talking about it, Chris Rock. Oh my fucking god. There's so many Chris's in Hollywood. Anyway, so when he's like before he slapped Chris Rock, no, it was after he slapped Chris Rock, he received the Oscar, right? He won the Oscar. And he said that Denzel Washington told him that yeah, like just when you're winning in life or when you're achieving something in life or when you're doing well in life, that's when the devil's gonna come for you. Like that's exactly when the devil is gonna come for you. And everybody was crying and stuff like that. And I was like, that is crazy. Like that is crazy. That is crazy. No, it is true because when you're doing when you when you're doing when you're doing something like successful, or where you're about to finally do the thing that you want to do, and when you're finally doing well in life, or when you're finally making money, when you're finally whatever, sometimes it feels like your brain is telling you like, no, 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 how about you do something else? How about you fuck it up? How about you go crazy and like spend all your money in, I don't know, Las Vegas, like gambling and stuff? You know what I mean? Like, how about you spend all of this time that you have to create? How about you spend it on TikTok scrolling? Because that is way more comfortable than making videos yourself. Like, how about you do that? You know what I mean? Like, just when you're doing something good, or just when something good is happening, the devil's gonna come for you. The devil's always gonna tell you, how about you procrastinate? How about you fuck it up by saying something stupid? How about you, I don't know, waste your time doing something else that you don't actually want, but you're doing it for the ego? Or how about you actually don't do this because everybody's gonna hate you for it, or because you're gonna be cringy? You know what I mean? Like, the devil is always talking to you every single day. That voice that says, let's go on TikTok. Let's go on your phone. You don't have any notifications, but let's go on your phone. Let's go on this social media. You don't have any notifications, but let's go on it. Let's go to YouTube. Instead of listening to classical music while studying, how about you watch this other video that's in your homepage? You know what I mean? Like, the devil's constantly talking to you. And by that I mean like the devil, like in a figurative manner. You know what I mean? Like, your brain, there's always going to be this voice in your head that's going to tell you to do the wrong thing. That is going to want you to do the wrong thing. That is going to want you to fuck it up. So you have to listen to that voice. You have to identify that that's the quote unquote devil, and you shouldn't listen to it. Listen, I'm not saying like I don't listen to it anymore. No. Like, I also procrastinate. I also scroll on TikTok. Yesterday I wanted to make I'm not going to say how many videos, but I didn't even make half of that amount because I started scrolling on TikTok, and then I was like, I didn't make as many videos as I wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, the devil's constantly talking to you. How about you waste your time? How about you do something less productive? How about you do something that nobody's going to remember? How about you actually eat cookies instead of, respecting your diet? And I know that you want to look a certain way, but don't you want these cookies too? You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I am in the middle, in a bit of a middle of an exam season. So like, when I have exams, I'm like, okay, I want to keep my diet as much as I can, but then it's like, okay, I'm just focusing on studying. You know what I mean? Like, I can't put my energy in like keeping my diet, studying, and all that stuff, and sleeping well. Like, I can't do it all. So sometimes I'm like, okay, let's give myself a little treat. Like, I'm stressed and I'm whatever. Chocolate gives you dopamine. Okay, so after my meal, I'm gonna eat one or two chocolate chip cookies, and that's it. You know what I mean? So let's say I don't respect my diet so much when I'm doing exams, because I focus on exams mostly. I don't know. That's probably wrong. I should probably control myself more. Anyway, and but then when exams are over, I'm gonna be like, diet again, because I want to look a certain way. I want to have a flat stomach. It's not that I don't have a flat stomach, but it's not as flat as I would want it to be. So, you know what I mean? Like, those are my goals. And obviously, there's always a voice in my head that says, why don't you eat a cookie? Why don't you eat Nutella? Why don't you eat this and that? Which I love. You know what I mean? How many times have I wanted to eat waffles with Nutella? I haven't eaten a waffle with Nutella in a year and a half, because I gained weight, like a noticeable amount. Like, I don't know. I mean, I didn't get like overweight or anything, but like it was noticeable, and I didn't like the way that I was looking. So I'm scared of waffles with Nutella. Like, I love it. Like, I'm gonna have one, I guess, like one of these days. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go through that cycle of eating waffles with Nutella that I went through. You know what I mean? Like, it was a lot. So there's always going to be a voice in your head that's telling you, like, okay, how about you break your diet? You know what I mean? Like, food tastes really good. You know what I mean? Like, how about you, I don't know, go to bed, I don't know, a little bit late, but it doesn't matter because you're going to get up early tomorrow. So then you're going to go to bed early, and then you're going to start the cycle. No. Do you know what I mean? Or like, when you go to, when you, I don't know, when you wake up and you put an alarm, you set an alarm to study. And then your brain is like, no, but I'm so tired. Like, please don't do this to yourself. You know what I mean? And then I end up, I don't know, in bed for like another 45 minutes, for another hour, for another hour and a half. And I've done that. And it's like, am I really gonna like feel like shit if I get up like, like from the beginning? There's always a voice in your head that's telling you to disrespect yourself. It is, I mean, when I heard Mel Robbins said that it was disrespectful to yourself, like when you set an alarm and then you don't get up, like that is, you're disrespecting yourself. I felt so bad, but then it's like, but I'm so fucking tired in the morning. How the fuck am I supposed to do that? Like, if I have an exam or if I have somewhere to go, it's like, okay, but Like I have to get up, like if I have somewhere to go, or like if I'm going to the doctor or something. But I don't know, like it's hard. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a cool thing to talk about because like I mean it is true. The devil is constantly talking to you every single day. It's telling you to make the wrong decisions, to follow the wrong path, to do things that you shouldn't be doing and you know you shouldn't be doing. And you just have to identify that. Like, this is exactly what I shouldn't listen to. This is exactly the voice that I should be ignoring. And so, yeah, I hope this helped you out or was entertaining to you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.